it's your girl Enabel, aka Enabel.com, and today I'm going to be taking you guys through my eyebrow tutorial and how I get to these beautiful things. Unfortunately, I was not blessed in the brow department, so I literally have to fake it till I make it every single day. I have really short brows, and then on top of the fact that they're like start right here, they're also not full, so it's like the worst of both worlds. And because of that, over the years I have really learned how to perfect my brows and how to get a brow that not only looks like how I would want it to look, but that also looks natural. I'm not a really big fan of like the Sharpie brow that some people do. You know, to each its own. Makeup is relative, and however you like to have your makeup, that's you. But I prefer a more natural looking brow because I already don't have a lot, so I am really using I'm using kind of a lot of product to get to this. So to think that back in the day I literally would do a makeup without even touching my brows is crazy, because I feel like brows are such an important part of your face and such an important part of my makeup now. Like, I don't leave my house without my brows on. Like, I will step out with a bare face, but my brows will definitely be on, and I make sure to do my brows every single day. So if you guys want to learn how I get my brows and just see what products I use, please keep on watching. So for my girls who have trouble figuring out where the eyebrows should start and end, this is a very good trick. Basically, you take your eyebrow pencil and you put it at the corner of your nose and you end it towards the end, and wherever it falls there, that's where your eyebrow should end, and wherever it falls in the front of your eyebrow, that's where your eyebrow should start. The eyebrow pencil that I'm using, as you can see, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Brow Wiz in dark brown. And I'm going to use this to just give my eyebrows the initial outline and shape that I want. And I start at the front of my eyebrows. Some people start at the end, but I like to start at the front because it helps guide me in terms of how long or how far I want my eyebrow to extend outwards. And once I draw a line at the bottom part of the front of my brow, I start making my way towards the back. For the bottom part of my eyebrow, I work front to back, but for the top part of my eyebrow, I work middle to back, and then I make my way towards the front to basically do the same thing I did at the bottom part, which is build the outline for the part where I don't have a lot of eyebrow hair. So as you can see, I'm working middle to back, and I'm giving myself that nice sharp tail that I like. And then I'm going to go towards the front and just extend the line to about the same length that I did the bottom line to give myself the full outline of where I'm going to be filling in my brows. Now what I'm doing is that I'm taking my eyebrow pencil and I'm basically going to run it through my hairs and just fill in my brows as much as I can with my eyebrow pencil. I do this because I don't like my eyebrows to be sparse, and even though I'm going to go in with a brow pomade after this, I do this as a way to prevent sparseness and just for that extra security. So I'm just going to run my pencil through all my hairs and making sure that I fill in as much as possible. I literally do this all the time just to ensure that I have no sparse areas in my brows. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my eyebrow pencil and I'm going to draw little hairs at the very front of my brow where I don't have hair, where my eyebrows basically stop growing, and I'm just drawing little hairs in an up and down motion and doing a lot of little strokes so that it looks like I have hair there and so that my brows look natural instead of me just filling them in. As you can see, I'm going in with a very light hand and I'm being very gentle and not applying too much pressure because I want the hairs that I draw to look as natural as possible and as real as it can be, because I have no hairs in that front part of my brow, so I don't want people to be able to tell that it's all drawn in. I want it to look as natural as it can possibly look. Next, I'm going to go in with my brow pomade to just finish the filling in process of my brows, and I use the Benefit Kabrow in the shade number 5. This is one of my favorite products because it really looks natural and it's not too harsh. I use a brush that comes with the Kabrow because I love it and it helps me really give me a precise shape. Then I start at the tail end of my brow and I start darkening that up and really giving me that sharp tail that I love. Then from the back of my brow, I start making my way with the pomade to the front of my brows. You can see right now I'm in the middle of my brow, and then I'm slowly just gonna make my way to the front and just deepen and darken up my brow, and having a very light hand because I want it again to look real. I don't want my brows to look like I just ran a permanent marker through them, so I'm going in with a very light touch. Now that I'm at the front of my eyebrows, I am going to do the same thing I did with my eyebrow pencil with the pomade, which was draw little hairs in front of my brow just to give it that really real effect. And I take my time doing this step because I want it to look very real. I'm also continuously going to be running the spoolie that's on my eyebrow pencil through my brows just to spread the product out and make everything look very natural, because that is the theme of this eyebrow video. It's natural brows, baby. As you can see, I'm going to be going constantly back and forth between applying my brow pomade and running my spoolie through my brows. And it's because I really take my time with this process. I want my brows to look as perfect as possible. So really take your time when it comes to applying your brow pomade and just to really perfecting your brows. Now I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer in the shade 3.5 to just clean everything up and bring it all together. This is the final step in my eyebrow process. I'm literally taking a small shader brush and I'm applying the concealer in all the areas that I want to clean up and correct any of my mistakes. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M335 brush and I'm just going to blend it all away. This is a major key because you want everything to look very blended and as nice as possible. I'm not a big fan of the white cast, or like when you can tell that someone has overly applied concealer to the bottom and top part of their brows. That's not my steez, but as you can see, I don't even apply top part of my brow. I only apply to the bottom because I feel like when you do the top and bottom, it takes away from the natural brow look that I want. And I've mentioned the word natural so many times in this video, but you already know a girl likes her eyebrows to look natural. So this is why we take our time and we blend as much as possible. If you notice here, I'm taking the same brush that I used to apply my concealer and I'm just dabbing it in the front part of my brow. This is a little trick I do to take away the harshness of the product that I've applied, because usually the front part of someone's brow is not as intense or as deep as the arch of the tail end, and we usually don't have as much hair there as we have on the other parts of our brow. So this is a little trick I use to just take away that harshness and give it that very natural look. For the finishing touch, I'm using the Make Me Brow Tinted Brow Gel by Essence. I use this product to hold all my eyebrow hairs in place. Not only that, but it also does a very good job at separating my eyebrow hairs as well as darkening them up just a little bit more, but in a very natural way. I have been obsessed with this product. It's been working so well for me, and it only costs $3, guys. And I feel like this is very much so a dupe for the Benefit Give Me Brow. And that is it, guys. This is the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this eyebrow tutorial and that you were able to learn some new tips and tricks that you didn't learn before that you can hopefully apply to your own eyebrow routine. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure to subscribe down below and like this video. Also, feel free to leave me any comments and follow me on social media. See you later. Deuces.